It's your day in tech history, and it's brought to you by our friends over at Expedia.com, where you can find yours with Expedia. Hey everybody, Jeffrey Powers here, and I welcome you to the Day in Tech History at dayintechhistory.com. It's part of the Tech Podcast Network. You can subscribe via iTunes, Zune, or Stitcher Internet Radio. Our Twitter is Day in Tech Hist, and all show notes are on the wiki page if you want to follow along. Now let's find out what happened on this day, your day in tech history. September 14th, 1959 is where we're going to start today. Bank of America accepts the electronic recording method of accounting, or IRMA, system. It was a revolutionary system digitizing checks for Bank of America by providing a computer-readable font. 1973, Judge Sherman Christensen hands down his verdict in an antitrust trial between IBM and Telex, which began in January of 1972, where Telex accused IBM of monopolizing the plug-compatible equipment market, the tape drives, disk drives, and other add-on memories. It was a 222-page verdict. Christensen found both Telex and IBM guilty for the allegations waged against each other. 1987, it's disclosed publicly that young German computer hackers calling themselves the Data Travelers have managed to break into NASA network computers and other worldwide top-secret computer installations. 1989, Fry Guy, who's a 16-year-old in Indiana, is sentenced to 44 months probation and 400 hours of community service. 1995, a live martial arts stage show entitled Mortal Kombat: The Live Tour premieres at the Radio City Music Hall in New York City. Also in 1995, the National Science Foundation and Network Solutions announced the domain registration will no longer be free of charge, effective immediately. According to the plan, new registrants will pay a $100 fee for 2-year registration and $50 thereafter. 1998, at the end of the day's stock market trading, Microsoft stands as America's most valuable company at $261.1 billion. Microsoft and General Electric were both valued at over $300 billion in July. Also in 1998, bargain hunters browsing the stalls in the southern Italian city of Naples for cheap pirate media found a surprise. It was a ripped-off version of the software for Sony's best-selling PlayStation video game. It also had an apology, "Sorry, Sony, but we're out of work," on one side of the disc, alongside an imitation Sony logo. Also in 1998, Motorola shows its Blackbird set-top box, which features VM Labs Project X technology at the International Broadcasting Conference in Amsterdam. And Yahoo launches Yahoo Auctions. 1999, eBay announces a decision to ban auctions of most alcohol and tobacco products from their auction services. The new policies would go into effect in 30 days. Seagate, which is the world's largest disk drive manufacturer at the time, announced plans to cut global workforce by up to 10% in a plan to save over $150 million. And Silicon Graphics announces that they have plans to lay off up to 3,000 workers in a restructuring plan that would turn a profit by second fiscal quarter. And now this word from our friends over at Expedia. Las Vegas, Jamaica, San Francisco, China, New York, Portland, Florida. Have you been? Maybe you're from there and you need to start planning your trip home for the holidays. Now is the time to do that. With rates at their lowest for November and December, you can get great deals in planning your trip. That's where Expedia comes in, from air travel, hotels, cars, and full vacation packages. Because who doesn't want to be in a warm city during the coldest of winters? You can also earn Expedia points so you can use them on more trips all around the world. Get $25 off your first hotel booking at Expedia. Go over to geekazine.com/Expedia for more details. Over at Expedia, find yours. Now let's get back into your day in tech history. Back in at 2000, Microsoft introduced the last update to the OS MS-DOS version 8. And Microsoft also released the Windows Millennium Edition, or otherwise known as Windows ME operating system, for a limited time promotional price of $59.95 for home users, replacing Windows 98 and second edition of 98. The introductory price would be valid through January 15th of 2001. 2001, in Japan, Nintendo launched the GameCube video game system. It featured a 405 MHz Gecko processor and was based on the 256-bit IBM Power PC with 43 megabytes of RAM and the 162 MHz graphic processing unit. It was codenamed Dolphin, and the price was about 25,000 yen. Also in 2001, version 4.0 of Job Access with Speech, otherwise known as JAWS, which is a screen reading program for the visually impaired, is produced by the Blind and Low Vision Group at Freedom Scientific of St. Petersburg, Florida. 2004, FreeCast, which is a free software application for peer-to-peer streaming under a GNU General Public License, is released. 2005, the alpha version of MySQL Workbench, which is a visual database design tool that integrated database design modeling, is also released. Also in 2005, a 17-year-old Massachusetts teenager pleads guilty to 9 counts of juvenile delinquency and is sentenced to 11 months detention at a juvenile facility for a string of crimes that included the online posting of revealing photos and celebrity contact numbers from Paris Hilton's phone on the T-Mobile network. And Creative Technologies releases the Zen Vision W portable media player. It featured a 30 or 60 gigabit capacity drive with USB 2.0 interface and a removable and rechargeable Li-on battery. 2007, 6 million customers at TD Ameritrade were alerted to a security breach of the client information database. It contained names, social security numbers, dates of birth, addresses, phone numbers, and trading activity. Ameritrade said that there was no evidence that social security numbers or client demographics were retrieved. And Yahoo launched MASH, which is a social network. 2008, EA abandons, that's Electronic Arts, abandons a $2 billion hostile takeover bid of Take-Two. EA said in a statement, after careful consideration, including a management presentation and review of other due diligence materials provided by Take-Two Interactive Software, EA has decided not to make the proposal to acquire Take-Two and has terminated discussions. Also in 2008, China's largest search site, Baidu, was blocked by social network sites Sohu.com, Xiaonan, Hane, and 51.com because of security issues from Baidu's spidering techniques. And multiple music groups put out a series of proposed royalty regulations for sites and blogs, such as Napster. 2009, Microsoft launches the Bing visual search, and in 2010, Microsoft's Bing passed Yahoo search in a new report by Nielsen reporting. And that's your Day in Tech History. My name is Jeffrey Powers, www.dayintechhistory.com. All the show notes are over at wikizine.com, Geekazine's wiki. And of course, you can like the Facebook page and follow Twitter at Day in Tech Hist. Until tomorrow, take care. Day in Tech History is copyright 2014 JMP Enterprise and Geekazine.com.